Welcome to another edition of Fitness Friday. I'm here at Bay Athletic Club with Tracy, who's going to give us some tips on running.
Thank you, Ashley. So a couple of things about running is not everyone's favorite thing to do. And I think the biggest reason for that is because people don't really know how to run. Yes, you learn it at such a young age. You learn to walk and you learn to, run. But really when you want to run efficiently, there are some tips that you really need to practice in order to become a really good runner and in order to really start to enjoy it.
So what are some of these tips?
Perfect. Some of the tips that I have, I'm going to go over 3 of them. The first one is when you're learning to run, a lot of times people will start to bang on their feet like this and run more flat-footed. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice more running on the balls of your feet or more on that midfoot.
So kind of like this?
Yep. So when you're just jogging in place, just running right there on the balls of your feet. And now if you were to take that and run it forward and run it back, you see that you're not really running flat-footed anymore. You're running with a good stride right there on the balls of your feet. So that's tip number 1. Number 2 is upper body. Where should our arms be? You don't want them just swinging at your side like this. You really want a light bend in your elbows, and you want to almost bring your thumb and your index finger together and just let your arms move. So if we practice with our feet and practice moving our arms, just nice, easy, light bend in the elbows. See how much lighter it feels?
Just flows.
Yeah. Then the third thing with running is a lot of people tend to get out of breath pretty quickly. And I think that that's because you really start to go off too hard and too fast, and you really don't know how to breathe at that point. So if you scale it back and imagine yourself carrying on a conversation with somebody when you're actually running, like you could talk to somebody, we call that the talk test. It will really help you slow down your pace. And pacing is a big component of running because when you do go out too fast and you become winded, you get discouraged, right? So if you can slow it down and do that talk test and imagine yourself talking while running, it certainly will help the efficiency of the stride.
Great. And so do we want to do an example of this?
Perfect. We will head down this way. Easy on your feet, light arms, and you're going to imagine yourself talking, or we can actually talk to each other as we go. Easy arms on the balls of the feet. Perfect.
Breathing.
Ashley, you're a pro.
I got this.
You're a marathon runner right now. I see it.
So what are some events that people, if they're wanting to participate in, to run?
Yeah, if you really want to practice some of those 3 tips, I would suggest getting out. We have tons of fall events happening locally. One happening this weekend on Saturday. There's the Alaferis 5K run. It's a run walk. So you could certainly do a little bit of what you just learned now and incorporate it with some walking. There's also the Zonta Breast Cancer 5K happening the first weekend of October. And then there's always one of the most fun runs here that happens locally, which is the Turkey Trot that happens Thanksgiving morning. So definitely giving yourself time to prepare for some of those events.
Great. Well, thank you, Tracy, for giving us some running tips. Everybody could use these, I'm sure, especially on a day like this where it's beautiful out.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you.